Hello everybody, this is Andre with another crypto video, and today we're gonna talk with one of the members of a project that I'm personally interested in. We are here with Draith from the Pirate Chain team. How's it going, Draith?
Yeah, pretty good. How about you?
Doing good. Thanks for joining the channel and participating in today's talk here.
Yeah, always.
First of all, Draith, can you talk about what's your role at Pirate Chain?
Yeah, sure. I am one of the captains of Pirate Chain. I deal with community management, project management, outreach to not only vendors or other projects, but you know, maybe investors or whoever to basically onboard them with Pirate Chain or basically manage the project in general. So I'll get with the other captains and help out with deciding what we should focus on, where our little funds that we have, where they should go, and so forth. So basically, I've been a captain for several months now. Actually, maybe like 3-4 months now. I started out joining the community and just doing my research on the project and loving it so much that I just got involved because I felt like this is definitely a project worth getting involved with. And then from there, I started climbing the ladder, just doing more and more, offering, my help wherever I could. And then eventually I just got promoted to captain because, I
Nice.
just care about this project so much.
All right. When did it Pirate Chain start? Like when was the project to start? Do you know
The Genesis block was August 29th of 2018. So it's still a young
Very
project.
young, yeah. Very young for crypto. I mean, that's very good time to get involved, I would say.
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
because we got a lot of stuff in store. So,
Pretty cool. Very important. I'm gonna be doing a giveaway on this video of 500 Pirate Chain coins or 500 Rs to 5 people. So each person will get 100 coins. If you want to participate, click on the like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and leave a comment with your Pirate Chain wallet address so you can participate on this giveaway. All right? Enjoy the video. I'm personally interested in the projects because this Pirate Chain is one of the private coins that I've been researching, and I figure out that it's one of the most, pretty much one of the most private coins, anonymous coins that you can find out there right now. I could be wrong about that, but that's what I've researched so far. And as we talked a few weeks back, we talked with McAfee, and one of the things he mentioned is that we need more privacy coins. And this one came to my head because I've been involved with this for a little bit now. I've been invested a little bit. A person that actually told me about this, she's actually got into this before it actually was in any exchange. So very interesting. Let's first talk about what the Pirate Chain is. Let's see if I can understand it. So, Pirate Chain is a private coin that is
yep.
on the Komodo. It's part of. It's a side chain of Komodo, right? It's assets.
No,
No.
it's an independent asset chain, meaning that it's completely separate from Komodo, but it uses Komodo's delayed proof of work for security. So,
Okay. So, but it's its own blockchain, but it uses the
correct.
Komodo's features, I guess. Is that
Correct. Yeah. So if Komodo were to disappear tomorrow, Pirate would still be here.
okay? If you don't know Komodo, go do your research. But Komodo is a fork of Zcash, right?
Yep.
And Zcash, if you don't know Zcash too, go search too because it's important. But basically, in Zcash, another privacy coin, but you have the feature of having a private, and you have an option to not have a private address, right? So from what I understand, Pirate Chain, you remove the option of having your public, basically your not anonymous wallet, right? So it's completely anonymous, right?
Yeah, it uses only shielded addresses. So every single transaction made is using a shielded address using ZK snarks. So
Okay.
it's 100% private.
And what's the relation with Monero? Because there's some features of Monero on Pirate Chain as well, right? Is that correct?
It's not necessarily features. It's basically using their mantra of privacy by default,
Oh, I
right?
see.
So Monero, we use Monero's privacy by default feature, which is only private transactions, and then we use Zcash's shielded transactions, aka ZK snarks, to have the most private cryptocurrency in the market.
Very cool. So, what was the reason that Pirate Chain was created? Is what was the incentive that Pirate Chain was created? Is there anything you can talk about that?
Yeah, so the developers from Komodo, including JL, who's the lead developer, were basically trying to create a fully private ZK snarks chain. So after a bunch of testing, it was successful, and therefore Pirate Chain was born. And the reason behind it is ZK snarks offers the most private and secure private transactions in crypto, and that's even admitted by Fluffy Pony, who runs Monero, and he even said in a tweet that ZK Snarks offers the premier privacy features of any coin. But the problem with Zcash is that they offer transparent addresses and shielded addresses. So that completely ruins the fungibility. And plus, I think it's 1% of all their transactions are shielded. Mm-hmm. So it offers a very, very, very tiny anonymity set. So
very cool. Another fact of Pirate Chain is that it's pretty much resistant to 51% attack, right?
That's correct.
As far as I understand, if you want to do a 51% attack on Pirate Chain, you would have to first attack the Pirate Chain blockchain, the network, and then attack Komodo's blockchain. And if you do that, then you have to also attack the Bitcoin Pirate Chain, because that's how Komodo is works, right? Komodo by itself, if you wanted to attack Komodo, you would have to attack Komodo first and then the Bitcoin blockchain. Is that correct?
Correct, yeah. So our transactions are notarized onto the Komodo blockchain, which is then notarized onto the Bitcoin blockchain. So you'd have to literally 51% all three chains simultaneously to even try to attempt a Sybil attack. So
very cool. So there's no incentive for you to do a 51% attack because it's not worth it. I mean.
Oh, correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So the coin itself, there was no ICO, right? There was no pre-mine.
Nope.
It's a proof of work coin because it's based on Zcash. Is that Equihash, the algorithm to mine?
Yes. Yep. Equihash.
And so it's Equihash. There's ASICs today for Equihash, right? I think you can.
Yep.
So it's not. So basically, for Pirate Chains, like Monero is very concerned about the mining aspect of be ASIC resistant, right? So this is not one of the concerns for Pirate Chains. Is there this kind of a talk in the team, or it's?
Oh no, not at all. Because at this point of the game, ASICs are actually pretty affordable.
Okay.
And their energy usage is way less than building a rig out of, say, graphics cards. On top of that, what Monero has to do every so often is change their algorithm every time they find, an ASIC on their network or an FPGA. So, why waste development funds trying to change your algorithm every so often when you can just utilize ASICs, which are, energy efficient. They provide better security because of the increased hash rate. And, it's readily available everywhere. The Z9, or the Z11s and everything like that, they're actually pretty affordable these days for a really good amount of hash rate. So
pretty good. That sounds good. Another part of this is that we cannot see anything on the blockchain explorer, right?
Correct. That's on purpose.
That's on purpose. If I send you some pirate coins, some R's, and let's say you wanted to verify that transaction. Is that a way for us between you and me to verify that transaction? Like,
Yeah, I can run a command called get our operation status
mhm.
on my wallet and whatnot, and then prove to you that the transaction ID and everything, all that information was actually sent.
Okay.
Now, the other way, I mean, this is a last resort, but if you can also, I could also provide a viewing key if I were to send, if I, say sent you R and you said you never received it. The only downside is that it would expose all the transactions within your wallet, which you don't want to do, obviously, because you want to stay private. So generally, like for me, for example, my best practice would be to just use, like, say, the light wallet that we have for small transactions here and there. And then say, for example, you're like, oh, well, I didn't receive it. I could do all that stuff with the get operation status, show you the transaction ID and whatnot. And if you still don't believe me, I could also provide, say, a the viewing key, which would 100% prove that I sent it. So
Okay. Sounds good. So there's a few ways to do it. So that's
correct, yeah,
thank you for that explanation.
yeah.
In terms of delivery, what do we already have for Pirate Chain? So let's talk about wallets first.
Yeah.
We have I think I saw two kinds of wallets. I installed one. I use, I think, the Pirate Ocean, if I'm not sure. Yeah, the
Yep.
Pirate Ocean. And there's also the 7Cs.
Yep.
And I saw there's a light wallet
Yep.
and Virgo. So what is this 7Cs and Pirate Ocean? What's the difference between those two?
Also, there's Varus Agama. So Varus kind of took over the whole work for Komodo when they developed Agama,
Oh,
and Pirate Chain is also on that wallet as well. So that's just another wallet there.
okay.
The difference between Pirate Ocean is a basic wallet, a QT wallet or whatever.
Okay.
Now, 7Cs allows you to do more things. It allows you to write memos, so you can have 100% private memos going to whomever. So if you wanted to, you could really communicate back and forth just by paying the transaction fee and writing memos. So you can have completely anonymous conversations with people. It also works with our Android wormhole. So because there's an Android app that pairs with your own specific node, right? So 7Cs provides a QR code for that, so you can scan that QR code with that app, and then you can go about your day with your phone and then actually send transactions, which gets transmitted to your own personal node at home, aka the 7Cs wallet, and then make transactions that way. So right now it's kind of like a workaround for our mobile, but we're working on creating a mobile wallet as well.
Oh, nice. So it's coming, mobile wallets coming up.
Yeah,
Very
so
good.
basically it'll be based off of our light wallet. So it'll be a mobile light wallet, but then if you wanted to run your own node at the same time, you could use our Android app to pair with your own node. So it's 100% secure.
Nice. Very good. Exchanges. Where we're listing today, and is there anything, any other exchange that's coming up to be listed, and where's the most popular exchange, and you talk a little bit about it?
Yeah, sure. There's two really popular exchanges, TradeOgre and AltsBit. Those are our two highest volume exchanges.
Okay.
We're also listed on GraviX and I think it's P2P, B2B, and then a couple other exchanges as well. We're in talks with another exchange called I forget the name is. It's a Asian exchange. Forget the name. It's a decent sized exchange. But we're in talks with them because since we don't have any dev fees, no ICO, no nothing, we have to fundraise through the community for anything that we want to do, whether it's listings or, anything in general. So they're charging, I think, 8 Bitcoin to list on there.
Okay.
So, we're fundraising for that. I have a meeting that I've got to go to on Wednesday with, I can't say who it is and what it's about. But if it goes through, it could be a big deal it will be a big deal for Pirates. So,
that sounds good.
But until it happens, until it's successful, I can't say anything about it.
So, because pirate chain is a private coin, it's usually it's pretty hard to work with centralized exchange, at least to get it listed, I guess, because of all the regulations they have to follow, governments regulations and all that stuff. So I would
Yeah,
think, like Monero had a few problems with a few exchanges. I've read it. I'm pretty sure there's a exchange, Atomic Dex from Komodo, right?
yep.
And that's one of the exchanges that you guys might be integrating with. Is that something that because it's
Yep.
not it's in beta? I think it's in beta version yet. The exchange, the Atomic Dex, but it sounds a pretty interesting project.
Oh yeah.
Amazing, like full of features. It's atomic swap. You can
Yep.
exchange coins like for Bitcoin for any other blockchain and fully decentralized. Is that correct?
Yep. Yep. And we are going to be listed on there, but it's just the time frame we don't know because it's
Okay.
just being a fully private chain using ZK snarks. It makes things a lot more difficult to
Hmm.
integrate with things like that. But they're currently making progress on it. And one step better is that they're also developing the Z Atomic Dex, which uses Pirate Chain as a base pair, so you can do completely anonymous uh, atomic swaps with other coins using Pirate Chain as a base pair. So
Wow.
it's fantastic stuff.
So it's like a completely anonymous exchange, I would think, right? Because you don't have you can't keep track. I mean, you can, but not you don't see anything, right? You don't know what's
Correct.
from
Yeah.
and to where it's going any transaction, right? So
Yeah.
is that correct? So
Yep.
okay, you are the founder of a physical cryptocurrencies.com. Is that right?
That's
So
correct. Yeah.
what is that?
So basically, what happened was when I got involved with Pirate Chain back in October of last year, we were coming up with ideas on how to market it and things like that. And then one of the things that I brought up during one of the community chats was, hey, why don't we make a physical commemorative coin? You see Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, they have tons of those
Mm-hmm.
things, just like souvenirs and stuff. I was like, why don't we just, make some of those? So one of the previous captains was tasked me with actually coming up with it. So I was like, sure, why not? So I created a coin. Everyone loved it, sold out of it relatively quick. And then I realized, why don't I make this a business? So then I started physicalcryptocoins.com and started creating coins for various projects, including Varus, Komodo, Verge, Ether One, Burst, and tons of others. And the unique thing about my store is that I don't charge the was a development team of that project any money at all, like unless they want to actually start the pre-order process themselves. So it can be all community funded, it can be project funded or half and half, doesn't matter, because I have a pre-order process where they order 20 coins, then it goes directly into manufacturing, goes up in my store for sale and everything. So it allows projects to not only have their own kind of product, but also if they're listed on, say, some gateway to where I can accept their coin,
Mm-hmm.
I'll generally throw their coin on my store as well, so that it gives them an outlet to actually use their currency too.
Very cool. And is do you deliver? Where do you deliver the coins? My most of my public so far is Brazilian, so that's what I'm asking you. Can you deliver that to Brazil, for example? Those
Yeah,
coins,
free shipping worldwide.
free shipping. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
All right.
unless you want tracking, then obviously there's a fee for tracking. But
Okay.
without tracking, free shipping
I'm
worldwide.
gonna put the link in the description of the physicalcoins.com and
I appreciate
other
it.
links too.
One other
And
thing we're actually we'll be developing soon, starting developing soon, a point of sale system for merchants like in physical stores so that they can actually accept Pirate Chain and not actually have to keep the Pirate Chain and have it automatically converted to their native fiat.
oh wow.
So, for example, if you're in a country where, accepting, say, any cryptocurrency is illegal, what you could do is you could still use that app, have your customers scan it, scan for paying, and then it just gets converted to your native fiat and you get paid in that. So there's no actually giving that merchant any cryptocurrency.
Yeah,
And on top of that, it protects the purchaser's privacy. You know what I mean? So there's no record of that purchaser buying whatever products they're buying. So
that's pretty good, and that's something that's been. Is there? Do you have any? Is that for 2020? Is that you have any like ATA on that? Any? Are you?
Well, our goal is 2020.
Okay.
Well, we're trying to, because this year we went to the Cayman Islands. It was me, another first mate Lutz, first mate House, and one of our good buddies Wolf, and a few others that went down to the Cayman Islands to promote Pirate Chain during their Pirates Week festival, because it's a huge event that's down there every year. So we sponsored the event, and the community helped fund it and everything. So we were down there advertising. I was on stage throwing out coins and shirts for a couple days. We spoke with various merchants down there who were all interested in privacy and cryptocurrency. I spoke with Alex from Coin Payments, who was actually really interested in having us list with their product, but due to actual technical limitations of their system, we'll hopefully be listing beginning of next year when they upgrade that. We spoke with certain officials and just tons and tons of pretty important people down there to further our cause, and that's when we came up with the idea of the point of sale system. So next year, hopefully by about this time by about the time the next festival hits, we'll have something ready to go and roll out down there, so that we can potentially actually have real usage for crypto. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like real adoption.
We do need that, for especially for privacy coins too, I guess.
Oh yeah,
because it's we do have a few today with a Bitcoin or whatever, Ethereum, but privacy coins is definitely we definitely in need of that for sure.
Oh yeah, because I mean, even if you use Bitcoin or Litecoin or whatever down, and you can pay with that, now everyone still knows what you're purchasing. Everyone still knows that you bought whatever products from this store. Whereas if you use a privacy coin like ours, your privacy is protected. I mean, it's on the merchant to report their taxes, do all their legal stuff and everything. But as far as how it should be, it's like paying in cash. So.
Yeah. I think a lot of people, some people think that Bitcoin is anonymous and
no.
But let me just fix my. For some reason, I lost my. Yeah, I'm
there
back.
You go.
So the creation of a Bitcoin. I mean, there was it seems to be. So you just have a public key. It's not tied to anybody, but you can easily actually tie a name to a wallet, and then once you have that, you have pretty much everything, right? So once you figure out the person's wallet, you can figure out how much it spends and where did it go, and you can see all the transactions online anytime, right? So
yeah. And here's the other thing too. Let's compare it with privacy coins in general. Well, actually, let's use Pirate Chain versus Bitcoin, right?
Mm-hmm.
So say you create 2 addresses each for each coin, right? So for Bitcoin, you have your daily your daily usage wallet, and then your storage wallet, right? Same thing with Pirate Chain,
Mm-hmm.
your daily usage wallet and storage wallet. Now, so you basically, you can receive all the coins you want, and then say people know your address for your daily usage wallets. Now you send all the stuff that you get to your storage wallets every so often, just to keep that as private as possible. But with Bitcoin, you can easily see, okay, this guy's sending all the stuff that he gets in this wallet to another wallet, and it's he's got a huge balance there. So that's got to be his his storage wallet.
Yeah.
So there's complete traceability with that. Whereas Pirate Chain, I can give you my address or give several people my address, but not only can you not see the transactions that are going to my wallet, you can't see my balance. And then I'm sending all that stuff to my storage wallet, which nobody knows about except for me. So
that's great.
Yeah.
Draith, again, thank you very much for participating.
Yeah.
Thanks for having here. Thanks for coming over and talking, explaining all that to us. I'm pretty sure all the community appreciates very much.
Yeah, anytime. Anytime you want to have me on, just let me know and we'll work something out.
Sounds good, man. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll talk to you later.